Today, we bring you an in-depth and emotional coverage of one of the most explosive geopolitical conflicts in recent memory, the Israel-Iran war. The question on everyone's mind: who won the war? And what role did the United States play, standing firmly by the side of Israel? Let's dive deep into this ongoing crisis that has shaken the Middle East and impacted the global stage. The conflict between Israel and Iran didn't start overnight. This war is the result of decades of hostility, proxy battles, assassinations, cyber warfare, and political rivalry. Iran has long supported groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, enemies of Israel. On the other hand, Israel has repeatedly carried out covert operations, airstrikes, and assassinations against Iran's nuclear scientists and infrastructure. But the tipping point came in early 2025, when a massive explosion at an Iranian nuclear site was blamed on Israeli sabotage. Iran retaliated hard. Within days, the region exploded into all-out war. Iran launched ballistic missiles at Israeli military bases and cities. Israel responded with a massive air campaign, targeting Iranian Revolutionary Guard sites, nuclear facilities, and arms depots, both inside Iran and across Syria and Iraq. Thousands of lives were lost. Entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble. As the war intensified, the United States declared its full support for Israel. President Biden said, "America stands by its ally, Israel, in defending its right to exist and defend its people." Soon, U.S. aircraft carriers moved into the Gulf. American fighter jets joined Israeli operations, providing logistical and air support. Iran called this a declaration of war by the West. Civilians paid the highest price. In Tehran, hospitals overflowed with casualties. In Tel Aviv, families hid in bomb shelters. Children were pulled from rubble. Entire families wiped out in a blink. The international community watched in horror. The United Nations called for an immediate ceasefire, but neither side listened. This wasn't just a war of bombs and bullets. Cyber attacks crippled cities. Iran shut down Israeli water systems. Israel hacked Iran's banking infrastructure. Millions were left without electricity, internet, or basic services. It was modern warfare in every sense. After 3 weeks of brutal combat, Israel, with U.S. backing, managed to cripple Iran's air force, destroy key missile sites, and take out several nuclear facilities. Iran's economy, already weak, collapsed further under the weight of sanctions and war. Meanwhile, inside Iran, protests erupted against the government for dragging the country into a catastrophic war. Now, the question: who won the war between Israel and Iran? Technically, Israel claimed military victory. They successfully defended their cities, neutralized Iran's threats, and strengthened their alliance with the U.S. But no one truly won. Iran suffered great losses, both militarily and economically. Israel, too, paid a heavy human cost, with thousands of its citizens killed or displaced. The region is now more unstable than ever. The U.S. military's involvement gave Israel a major strategic advantage. American drones, satellites, and intelligence gave Israel the upper hand, but back home in America, opinions were divided. Many supported defending Israel. Others questioned why American troops were risking their lives in another Middle Eastern war. The war has redrawn lines in global politics. Russia and China condemned the U.S. and Israel. Arab nations held emergency meetings. The global oil market plunged, leading to a worldwide economic shock. Innocent lives, once again, became pawns in a geopolitical power play. Ceasefires have been signed. But trust is gone. Iran's military is wounded but not destroyed. Israel remains on high alert. And the United States? Still deeply involved. This war may be over, but the tensions are far from resolved. This war reminded the world of the fragility of peace, and the cost of unchecked hatred. From the skies over Tel Aviv, to the streets of Tehran, and the shores of Washington, the world has witnessed the fire of war once again. If you found this report informative, please subscribe to Britain News, hit the bell icon, and stay updated on every breaking headline from around the world. Until next time, stay safe. Stay informed.